Welcome to Android App Addicts, episode number 80. The show where four guys sit around a virtual table and talk about Android apps. Some Android news, some Android gadgets, and some Android whatever we talk about. And that's what we do. So that if you have an Android phone or device, the goal here is maybe, just maybe, we are using an app that you might find useful in your life. Chances are not high that will happen, but that's what we strive for. Let me introduce the hosts of the show this week, starting with the Door-to-Door Geek, Steve McLaughlin from DoorToDoorGeek.com. What's up, Door?
Hello, Steve.
Hello.
I hate to say it, but this is like the second time in under a month where I'm almost looking forward to going back to work.
Really? Please explain briefly.
Well, third day in a row. First day I took off. I had to go to the doctor's, and it was right in the middle of the day. So I wasn't going to drive in, come here, go to the doctor's office, leave there, go back to work. That's too much gas. So I just took off the whole day. Yesterday, woke up. Son was literally puking. My oldest son was puking in the toilet. Took off for him. This morning, I got up, acted like, hey, everything's great. Come on, let's go downstairs. Let's get dressed. Let's do that. Give him a waffle first bite. Spit up again. So I took him to the doctor's, to where the doctor said exactly what I thought that she was going to say. Looks good. He has a bug. He should be better in like a day or so. Well, here's money. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I hope everyone is okay. I hope you enjoy going back to work.
It is. It's just here with him, I end up being a waiter / maid / servant / TV remote control / everything else.
I like TV remote control.
Yeah. Dad! This morning, as soon as the wife left, I turned on Stephen Hawking's something on Learning Channel or whatever. The kid was out in like 8 minutes.
I can imagine.
Now you know the tools of a parent.
It works.
Also joining us, Eric Ardini from SiliconWrench.com. What's up, Eric?
Hey, Steve. I'm glad to be back this week. I missed it last week.
We're happy to have you back.
Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff going on. It's all over now. We're good.
You made it through.
Back. Yep.
Unscathed.
Yep. Yeah, we're good.
Cool. Well, it's good to have you on.
Thanks.
Also joining us, Sean Johnson, not Johnsoni, even though he might don the mustache today.
Yeah, he might come out later in the show. We'll see what happens.
SJGeek89 on Twitter is his handle. What's going on, dude?
The usual. It's Thursday night, end of the week, and I'm just ready to do iPhone App Addicts.
iPhone App Addicts?
Oh, I'm sorry. Android App Addicts.
Yeah, it's not April Fool. Sean is still not forgiving me for getting an iPad. That is what's going on here.
No, I have.
All right. Sean, why don't you start us off this week?
Okay. All right. So the first one here, it's like basically this week is like in the tech world, it's like the battle of the cloud storage. So this one, I'm not going to put in the one that you probably think I'm going to put in here, but it's for, and Dora will probably give me crap for this, but it's for the Microsoft SkyDrive. And I don't know if he's muted, but I see his mouth moving. But so I'm messed up here. It's browser for SkyDrive. So as everyone knows before, you got 25 gigs for free. And then they said they're going to lower it to 7 gigs. And you had I think you have a couple days to go in and log in if you haven't, which I had not, and re-up it back to tell them that you want your 25 gigs. So I am a cloud storage hog. So I did that, but I'm like, I want something to, I want to be able to, basically everything I use, a lot of the stuff I use it for is my phone. I mean, I have my pictures go to Ubuntu One, I have them go to Dropbox, so what's it going to hurt to throw them somewhere else? That's how I look at it. I mean, they're important pictures, so it works pretty good.
What's one thing? So how do you get 25 gigs on SkyDrive? That's just comes with it standard. It's free.
It did. But they just announced that they're going to lower it to 7 because I guess they did some studies and it showed that a lot of people aren't really using it that much. So they're kind of going to lower it down to 7 gigs. But when you log in, it'll say, no, give me my, I want my 25 gigs. I'm going to use it. So you kind of have to tell them, no, keep me there.
That's huge for free cloud storage.
Yeah. And I never really used it. I had I think a picture of my dog up there when I first got it just to kind of test it out. But this works pretty good. The only thing I thought I was having problems with it because I also like to stick my APKs in all different types of places. So I was trying that, and excuse me, it kept failing on me, and I'm like, what is going on here? So I uninstalled it, reinstalled it. I have a little folder on my phone where I keep my APKs. So I try to throw another couple up there because you can actually do single files, multiple files, however you want to do it. So then I said, okay, today I go, let me try something different. So I went into my pictures, tried it, boom. And it kept saying, when I did the APK, it said not supported. So I don't know if if it's their way of trying to monitor what they would possibly assume to be either, because APK, yes, is like an instant installer. So maybe some kind of something that could carry a virus maybe, or, a copy or anything. I don't know. It was weird, but my pictures went right up.
Did they?
Yeah. So that worked great. There's a picture. Yeah. So when you're doing it on your phone, you go in landscape mode. So your left-hand side is your SkyDrive. Your hand side is going to be either your SD, or if you folder up, you can go into your internal storage. And then it's kind of weird the way they show it. Like the little icon on the bottom, you'll see it kind of looks like, I thought it looked like little servers stacked up, but that's how, if you click it, I think by default one of them will be, or like book stacked, one will be highlighted. That's so you can select one file at a time. So I just found out by trial and error, I tapped that button and then they all lit up, which meant you want to do batch, like a batch upload.
I see.
So, and you could do either one. You can sync it from your SkyDrive backwards.
Right.
So,
yeah, it just looks like an FTP client.
Yeah, a little cleaner, a little better of a UI, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pretty slick.
Microsoft.
Dory, do you have SkyDrive?
Hell no.
Why not?
Yeah,
it's free 25 gigs.
Listen, I understand Sean having a SkyDrive account because, like he said, he's a cloud storage junkie. What I will say is people since Google Drive came out been saying, oh, they're going to scan your data. They're going to scan your data. If anybody is going to scan your data, it's going to be Microsoft. They probably aren't good at it, but they're still going to scan it. And I'll say the reason you couldn't upload an APK is ridiculous because all it actually is a zip file. So that makes no sense. I will say there is a glass ceiling of 100 megabytes per file, which really I can't use a system that has a limit like that. I get so annoyed because everything I want to upload is 500 megs or a gig or something like that.
Huh.
And I'll also say I doubt this affects SkyDrive, but it's an example of the people behind it. Just put it in the notes. 0-day vulnerability, MSN, Hotmail. A attacker can reset the password to any value they want remotely without knowing your password.
On SkyDrive?
On Hotmail, MSN,
oh.
It's all the same.
Yeah, you got to have they make you get a Hotmail account.
Yeah. So I'll just say, if you put anything important, vital, critical, personal in SkyDrive, don't be shocked if it's gone or someone else borrows it.
I'll have to check to see if I have one. I think I probably do. I don't know if I've used it though.
SkyDrive?
Yeah, I grab everything that comes out, and test it for a second and then forget about them.
Right.
I might have to go and check it out. I want to keep my 25 gigs if I've got them, even though I'll never use them again.
Yeah, I totally forgot it. I've had SkyDrive for a long time. I never really used it, but they've been talking about it a lot. I know Tech News Today had mentioned about the 25 down to 7. And I thought, man, you can take my free storage away. And same thing. I probably won't even hit a gigabyte of storage, but it's free. And I would never put anything super important up there. I mean,
Right.
I don't think anyone wants my pictures.
Yeah. No, this is a good app. If definitely.
Do you know who owns the most pictures in the history of the world?
Google?
Bill Gates.
Really?
He has. He right now owns the most pictures ever in the history of the world. He owns more pictures than anyone else.
How so?
He bought them. He literally went on like a 5-year spree of buying every piece of like art and picture that he could buy.
You're talking about like physical?
Physical and digital rights.
Man, I missed out on that one.
I know.
Why?
Yeah,
Because
why?
he believes, there's going to be a limit because there's only so many things you can take a picture of, and they're going to have value.
All right. Okay.
I didn't say it was smart.
You should buy podcasts.
That would be awesome. I'd sell on this one. All right. What about Eric next? Is that cool with you, Dor?
Why wouldn't it be?
Because you're going last.
That's fine. Eric's cool.
All right.
Thanks, Dor. Oh, man. I got called cool. So, I got this app the other day, and it's called the Photo Transfer app, and it was a free one on Amazon. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll get it. I don't see how I'd ever need it, though, because all my pictures that I take on my phone go straight to Google Plus, and then I can, use it right over there. This hasn't been used already, have it? This app.
I'm pulling it up now. What was the name of it again?
Photo Transfer app.
It doesn't sound familiar.
Okay.
All right, let me close that tab out.
All right, I just saw Sean smiling, so I was like, oh no.
Okay.
Oh, is this one of yours? Oh, that's why you're smiling. Darn it.
Oh, man.
Okay,
That's totally cool.
so I didn't think I was ever need it. I'm like, because all my photos just go back and forth, and it's so nice. I can see them, and it even gets in the way almost every time I take a picture. I'm like, no, I don't want to share that with anybody. I just wanted to take a picture, So then I get a request for some pictures of my shop 2 days ago. And I'm like, well, you know what? I did get that photo transfer app. And I'll tell you what, man, if you're on a Wi-Fi network, what it does is you install this on your computer and your phone, and it'll get a local IP address on your Wi-Fi network. It'll be like 192.168.1.8080, and it'll just transfer your pictures. But what it does is really nice, because I had to email these pictures to somebody for something, and what I did is I transferred it, and it was so nice because it even put them in a zip file, transferred them over, so that all I had to do was drag that zip file into my email. I didn't have to do anything with it.
Nice.
And it made it really nice. It was like 8 pictures, all put them in one zip file, flew right into my computer. I haven't transferred them back to the phone from a computer. I haven't done that yet, but it worked really nice. I was surprised at how well it worked.
Yeah, this is great. Looks awesome. I mean, I'm watching the video right now on the from Google Play, and it's doing exactly like you said. It looks smooth.
Yeah, I'll say the thing I love about this, OS agnostic. So you can do this from any Android device to anything with the browser based.
Because browser based.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetness.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, Eric, I did not notice this when it was an app of the free app of the day. In the last 2 weeks, I've missed like 3 or 4 days because I've been going through auto runs and disabling stuff that I shouldn't have. I needed this. I needed this a couple days ago because my wife believed
There's the look.
There's a look.
she kept getting an error message on her crappy phone, whatever it is, out of memory, running low of memory or whatever. She kept trying to tell me it's because she has too many pictures on there. The pictures are on the SD card. Has nothing to do with that. So I literally took the SD card out, put it in the computer, and I saw, is it like a 4 gig card? She's using like 100 meg. So I literally just had to copy the pictures off, put it back in the phone, And then I literally had to sit there for like 40 minutes with her phone looking through it to clean it up. But if I would have had this app, I could have taken the pictures off painless.
Oh,
just
yeah.
in one zip file.
Yeah.